So the Canadian job market hasn't been looking too good over the last, I don't know, 8 years or something. I think during the peak of COVID was probably the best our job market was for like a long time. Anyways, we had, for those that don't know, we had a lot of policy changes and cuts to exporting and tariffs and resource production, oil grilling, and just general like energy exploration. So a lot of jobs went away or got outsourced, or we just buy resources from other countries instead. Anyways, so things are about to get a lot worse because, as we all know, anyone who watches the news, is all the H-1B visa holders in America who are taking all the jobs away from Americans in the tech centers. A lot of them are now getting laid off, and their H-1Bs aren't getting renewed because, it's a lot more expensive to keep them there. So now, Mark Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, is announcing that he's going to be planning to attract all these foreign workers. So, if you had a hard time getting a job in Canada now, if you don't already have a job, well, it's about to get a lot worse.
Amid growing anti immigration sentiment, Canada will soon be launching a new immigration plan. In his pre budget address, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney announced that the 2025 federal budget will introduce a new immigration plan, one that focuses not just on numbers but on skills, training, and talent. The plan, Carney says, will ensure immigration levels match Canada's workforce needs and capacity, a major
Make sure that they're not just immigrating in people for physical labor, they're also immigrating people with skills to take on the needs of the corporate workforce so that corporations can pay less so that the budgets meet and fit.
reset in how the country manages newcomers. At the core of the proposal is a talent strategy aimed at attracting scientists, innovators, and
I didn't pre-watch it. I did not
professionals
okay.
in high demand fields.
Yeah.
Carney said the plan will include skills
Scientists.
training and internships to build a stronger domestic workforce
Yeah.
while drawing in foreign expertise. This shift comes as Canada tries to lure tech talent that might otherwise
Yeah.
have gone to the US if not for President Donald Trump's new visa charges. In
Yeah, so Trump brought all the tech jobs back to Americans, and Canada was like, well, we already give all of our tech jobs away to foreigners, so we might as well take all the people that Trump got rid of.
fact, he had hinted earlier that Canada could benefit from this US policy.
The thing is, all of these H-1B visas coming from America into Canada, they all make a lot more money than Canadians do, and they get taxed less, so a lot of them are coming into Canada with US dollars, so they're going to be able to, a lot of them do have savings accounts, investments and stuff, so when they do come into Canada, they're going to dilute the housing market even more. So right now it's like housing prices kind of stopped going up a little bit. But if we do bring in all these H-1B visas who all have money into an already scarce housing market, the housing demand and prices are just going to skyrocket again because they're coming in with buying power. They can buy all of our expensive houses.
Shift, calling it an opportunity to attract skilled workers who previously would have got H-1B visas. Now, what do the numbers say? Well, in the first half of
The H-1B visas, as I said, they get paid more in USD. So when they get paid in Canadian, they get paid less. So we're getting a better deal on them. So, oh yeah, all of those expensive workers that would have gone to US otherwise, yeah, we'll take them and pay them less.
2025 alone, Canada saw a 57% drop in total arrivals of international students and foreign workers compared to last year. That includes a 70% plunge in student arrivals and a 50% decline in work permits.
So Canada saw a 57% drop in total arrivals. So in 2024, we got over 238,000 foreign workers. So this year we only got half of that, which is still a lot. So this is trying to say that that's not a lot, and that's still a lot.
Of international students and foreign workers compared to last year. That includes a 70% plunge in student arrivals and a 50% decline in work permits.
Which is still
For
a
a
lot.
country that has long relied on newcomers to drive innovation and growth, those figures are alarming. So why this shift? The move also reflects growing pressure at home. Once known for its open door policy, Canada has been tightening entry since the Trudeau years.
Yeah, because there's no health care for anybody. Like, to get a family doctor, some people are waiting for up to a year or more. And there's no housing for everyone. The food banks are like depleted. There's barely any social services to go around. The public transportations in Toronto and Vancouver are like absolutely overcrowded. It's no wonder. There's no jobs up for everyone. All the new foreign workers who come here, they can't even get jobs. They just do Uber Eats and skip the dishes. They can't even get jobs.
When limits were placed on foreign students and temporary workers to manage rapid population growth. Also, many Canadians now link rising immigration with housing shortages, rent spikes, and job pressures, especially among younger citizens struggling with unemployment and stagnant wages.
Yeah, the young people, Gen Z, they're just finishing engineering. Now we have AI taking half the jobs and temporary foreign workers taking the other half of the jobs.
Carney faces a delicate balance, rebuilding public trust in immigration amid a cost of living crisis, while ensuring the country doesn't run short of skilled labor. Follow for more such explainers. Carney faces and stagnant wages. Carney faces a delicate balance, rebuilding public trust in
Rebuilding public trust by bringing in another few million people to take the already no jobs. The language they use to make this like sound acceptable is incredible.
amid a cost of living crisis.
Amid a cost of living crisis, so we'll just make it worse. And humorously, I tried to post this onto Facebook, but the Canadian government censors this type of content on social media. So, and the specific bill that this is Bill C-18. So this is the Online News Act, and it just it aims to ensure fair compensation for Canadian news content on online platforms. So they want to make sure that they control the narrative that's being said. They don't want other news outlets that aren't allowed by the censorship firewall to be putting their message out. They want to make sure that the government approves the news that's being extrapolated upon by news agencies. So that means they get to pick what's in the news.